Hello, back for another vid. Last video I promised I wouldn't make a 2-hour vid doing all this, and I'm not gonna. This is just gonna be one nugget in a vast gold mine that he gave us to work with. I might make a few of these vids because, you know, people just aren't seeing. The challenge was a fail. Again, it's very clear, you know, to anyone who's capable of objectively thinking. Very clear. They were the same clips, except he didn't have the banner on there, right? And they were all separated, just clips. No unedited version of the event happening. You know, you see he most likely turned the camera off multiple times, you know. and what circumstance would breed that, right? But the clips were all jumbled up. He showed them in different orders, and you know, just he's continuing to make it a mystery. But thanks, man. You know, he gave us so much more to work with, and you know, I have this overwhelming drive to shed light on this because he's over the 3 months, you know, that this has been going on. He's been playing this game, and I just got to point my finger at it. Now he made Timbergiantbigfoot had made a video prior to uploading his most recent one. Video telling me to make my check for my challenge out to different places. You know, it's just pure ridiculousness. Now, you know, he removed the video immediately, and no wonder, you know, because his hour-long thing didn't show anything. Although he told you it did, it didn't. He had a couple new clips in there, but because he knows it failed. Now, in that little video, I didn't get to watch this, unfortunately, because it wasn't up very long. I saw it up there, went to make my coffee, came back, and it was gone that morning. But he made a little video and said that I don't need the attention for this. I just, you know, maybe would like to point out that the reality is that any attention with this thing or in regard to this thing is solely due to his actions and timing of his actions and everything like that. And also any division amongst the Bigfoot community is also due to his actions and his timing of his actions and leaving everyone in the dark and making this a big mystery and not uploading an unedited version of the encounter. You know, he doesn't want to explain why it's just clips, you know. That's all he showed you. Although he told you otherwise, that's all he showed you. But this is solely due to his actions, right? It's been 3 months. Come on. Add it up. I'm just casting light on this and asking questions. And, you know, for the people who are having problems with that, you know, I don't know what to say. It couldn't be any clearer. I don't know what to say. So I'm making these little vids. Might be a couple more after this one. So the first nugget we're going to consider here, he's given us, is, you know, there's a long list. I promise I won't make like 100 videos concerning this, but I'll make a few for sure if I see the need for it. But in his original edited version, you know, I want to point this out. This is a nugget for you to consider. Please consider this. So in his original edited version that he showed us 3 months ago, right? And in his most recent video, you know, where he claims to have new video and all this other stuff, and, you know, he doesn't. He showed the same old clips without the banner. He showed a couple new clips, which he didn't want to show. But in both of those videos, the original edited up version that he showed 3 months ago and this most recent one too, the clips he shows, he shows that he's focused in on this object. You know, I'm not going to call it a creature anymore, because to me it's just an object. So he's focused in on both these versions that he showed us now, or clips. He was focused in on the object, and then he zoomed out. And in his most recent video, he told us and stammered around telling us, you know, he really wanted to get that point across, you know, that when he zoomed out there, he told us that it was in order to hit the autofocus button, right? Okay, whatever. But then when he actually got to showing that clip, you know, the mystery clip of that, when he zoomed out, right? when he showed that new clip of him zooming out, then he shows the new clip, actually. He flips the screen of his camera around. Now remember, this is in the middle of his alleged encounter with this object. He flips the screen, he zooms out, flips the screen around, and fixes his hair. Looks into the camera and fixes his hair. So then then that's all he did and showed, and it was just a clip, right? It wasn't an unedited version, which would be nice to see, right? If this is not a hoax. So then we're left to assume that he flipped the screen back around, right? And zoomed back in on the creature and resumed, right? In the middle of this alleged Bigfoot encounter. And in the middle of when he's allegedly told us, you know, that he was scared and had to pee and all this other crap. Now you got to consider this. This is incredible. And this is just one nugget in a long list, too. It's unbelievable that he still has the gall to carry this on. But, you know, in the middle of this Bigfoot encounter where he's scared, he said he was scared and all this other stuff and took his shoes off and all that. In the middle of all that, he zooms out. After having the camera focused in on the object, he zooms out, flips the screen of the camera around, holds the camera out in between him and the object, having the camera pointing at himself instead, flips the screen around so he can see himself, and fixes his hair. Now you have to really consider this, people. For anyone who's having trouble with this still, you have to consider this. Who would do this? Nobody would do this in an actual situation. That's the fact of the matter. And, you know, that's all there is to it. This is just one nugget in a long list of these types of things, you know, that you can look at here. He's given us to look at. It's a big Christmas gift, right? It's no wonder he didn't want to upload this, but he did. And he separated these portions of the video. When he was showing the clips in his most recent video, he separated the time in between showing, you know, one part of the encounter and then showing this new clip where he zoomed out, flipped the screen around, fixed his hair. And then we didn't see the continuation, you know, we're left just to assume that he flipped it back around and zoomed back in on the creature and resumed, right? Who's to say he did? We don't know. We haven't seen the unedited version, the full version without edits of the encounter. Very simple thing to look at that really, I think, will help people that still have, I think, an emotional attachment to this guy and his videos holds a lot of people back from realizing the truth of this situation. It did for me. It wasn't very long ago that I would have defended everything he does vehemently. And I'm trying to help other people. in doing this and showing these things. Now, to go with that, I said before, I don't enjoy this. But also I want to tell people, like, because a couple people have mentioned to me, oh, well, you said you're close to him, and why are you doing this then if you know, it belittles your findings, you know? Well, first of all, you would have to know me first to know that this is how I am, you know? I shine light on the truth, and I don't care what happens, right? It doesn't matter in the big picture to me if I get flogged over this. Because even if one person understands this better, then I've done my job. But, you know, it's not to say, this is what I wanted to say there, it's not to say that I don't believe this guy has found, you know, because I'm doing this and showing these things, it's not to say that I don't believe that in the past this guy has found things that were legitimate, or maybe started out finding things that way, but it's morphed into this, fixing his hair in the middle of a Bigfoot encounter, allegedly, right? But he fixed his hair, we know that. So there you are. Those are my motives. Pure and simple, you know. I don't hate anyone. Really, I don't. But there you go. This is one nugget in the long list that we can show. Showing that this is just pure ridiculousness, and it's been 3 months, and do the math, please. I'm just trying to help you do the math. There you are, nugget. It's not a two-hour video. There might be a video or two to follow like this after, just because I feel the need. To my other friends and subscribers, please, thank you for being patient, and if you're not into this type of thing, thank you for understanding, and maybe just bypass these, you know. But thanks for understanding. And thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.